What's up, I'm Tyler Casey, and today I'm going to be doing a breakdown of the music video I shot and directed, Far Gone, for Kombat with a K. So I'm going to go through, I'm going to talk about some of the editing side of it, and I'm going to talk about how we got some of these shots. Pretty simple video, shot it pretty quickly, but I think this one's going to be pretty cool. So let's get into the breakdown. I used the 8 to 18 millimeter for some of this video. It's a really wide lens. It's a native lens, micro four thirds mount, fits right on the GH5 or GH5S. I use the GH5S, so it's extra wide. It's a really cool lens, and I kind of wanted to give it that distorting, wonky type of look. So I'll show you some places where it kind of has that. Like right here, he's really close to the lens, so kind of see how it's stretching out his facial features. And this room actually had really nice natural lighting. I think there was a window in front of him as well, and that's really just the computer screen lighting him. We just have reverse shots of the computer screen. Right here, all I did was a push in on Premiere. I'll show you guys that when I open up Premiere. That looked pretty cool, shot in 4K. Then you can really see the movement with the wide lens right here. I was moving back and forth towards his microphone. Still wide angle, wide angle. This is a point of view shot. Put the camera in the box, and then you see him looking through the box to see what he got. The way I lit this scene behind him, this blue hair light, it's just the 120D, and that's just set to daylight. I mean, it's no gel on it. And then above, we have a quasar, and that's set to 3000 Kelvin. So this is 6000 in the back. This is 3000. So you're automatically getting that orange and teal. It's kind of a fun thing to do. So he's pouring up this concoction here. I shot this super run and gun just with that wide angle lens. It's so wide, so when you shoot handheld, there's like no jitter at all. And I really like the way it had this nice stretched out frame. And as he drank more and gets a little more messed up, as you can see, I started distorting everything. And I'm gonna show you guys the effect I used for that in the editing portion of this. And then I did this close-up shot with the wide angle, and I started distorting everything. It's a pretty simple effect. All you need is Red Giant Universe. So if you guys have Red Giant, I'm going to show you guys how to do that. And then right here with this low angle shot of him pulling the gun out, you can see the quasar. I just had it on a C stand right up here. I actually did not realize that it was in my shot, but I think it ended up working. It looks pretty cool, I think. And then I start distorting the edges a lot. All my sound effects from here are from freesounds.org. The lighting setup's pretty simple. Right here, I just did a simple zoom right through there. Let me mute this. And then crossfaded it. Did all the sound effects. I put a low pass filter on the music to kind of give it that drowned out sound. I did the wave warp effect right here in tandem with the universe effect, so it's super trippy. And I'm gonna fast forward to this next scene. So this is one of my favorite effects. Literally, I had my wide angle lens and I just speed ramped it. I zoomed into his head. And then we did the same thing out in the middle of the field. We were holding the Zion crane with two hands, and I just did a zoom, and then that's just the same trippy effect. And then pretty much out here, it was just all natural lighting. I did do one thing cool. I slowed down the song 90%, then I had him perform it, and then I sped it back up to 100%, the clip, so it's super hyped up when he's performing, so you could see where's it at. It was super simple. He was using the Zion crane with the effect right here. I'm going to show you guys how to do that effect. And it just created some cool movement right there. But I'm going to show you guys the 90 frame per second. Just an overhead shot. I was just holding it with the wide angle lens with the GH5S. So we're super wide. I put the effect on it too. It's just rotating with the crane right there. I'm looking for it. Here's my sped up shot. So I sped the clip. So he performed the song slow, and then we sped it up. So you can see, kind of has a sharp, jittery movement to it. And yeah, that's pretty much the video. All right, I did make proxies for this because the GH5. My frame size, if you guys want to know, instead of doing black bars, you guys should make your frame size the actual size. So if we look at my sequence here, let's find this sequence. If we go to properties, I made this 2048 by 836, and that automatically put black bars on it. So the way you watch it on YouTube, it doesn't have black bars until you go full screen. So the cloud smoothie thing, I made it in Photoshop and then I animated it here in Premiere. When you drag it in, you drag in the PSD file, you can get each layer separate, and then I just keyframed each one. So this is the background right there, that's the background. I just have it slowly zooming in. Then other ones, I have them bouncing, so you can do stuff like that. So this is the effect right here. It is chromatic aberration. I'm gonna delete it, I'm gonna put it on, I'm gonna show you some stuff you can do with it. Chromatic aberration right here. And like let that load. So you could play with the master distortion. You could put it all the way up, you could put it up to 8. And then you get the super distorted sides. You could play with literally anything. You could add some texture to the lens, which is pretty cool for certain stuff. You could add dirt, and then you have to say what layers. So you can see I zoomed out. Obviously it's distorting here a little bit because we're in the black bars, but you can see right here when I added the dirt, you can kind of see on the edges it added like a little dusty effect to it. Kind of reminds me of something from The Walking Dead, but it's a pretty cool look. So I'm gonna keep scrolling through here. So yeah, that effect is pretty much just added throughout the entire video. Sometimes I keyframe the master distortion to kind of give it the warping look. But that's pretty much it right there. It was just a simple zoom. I use transform. When you want to do a cool zoom, all you really have to do is go position, you keyframe those two, you keyframe scale, and then you turn the shutter angle up to 360. You click use composite shutter angle, and it gives you more of like a zoom, kind of like the zoom transition, but it gives you a blur when you zoom in, so it looks more real. So this zooms in, and then I just crossfaded it, and then we zoom into him drinking. All the sound effects down here are from freesoundeffects.org. I'm gonna link that down below, but basically, so you guys can hear the sounds. Let's play this. That's the whoosh. That's pretty gross. That's someone drinking. So I mean, you could literally search anything. You could search blender. I made a video on this before, but if you guys need sound effects, that's the place to go. They have tons of sound effects. Let's get into this. So right here, I don't even think I didn't even add a zoom to this because I went so deep into his hair. Check it out. So we're here. I literally pushed the camera into his hair, but what I did is I sped it up because the actual clip, let's play the actual clip. Here's some weird directing. Watch, here's the original. That's not the original. It's sped up right there though, but you can see how it looks. So what I did is I right clicked here. I went to show clip keyframes, and then I went up to time remapping speed. Then let me redo it so I can show you guys how to do it. Then I literally, you click control, you click, and then you can kind of just create your own keyframes here. And then you just zoom it in. You can make a little ramp, and this is how you speed ramp. Let me mute that. So we can make it a little faster. Let's boost it all the way up to 1,000. And obviously we need to cut sooner. So when do we want to cut? Want to cut right there. Actually, let's redo that. Let's make this a little shorter. So let's make this shorter, and then we're gonna find where we want to cut. Want to cut right in black. And then we just want to boost that all the way up. And there you go. Then literally all I did, like I said before, I did the transform, position, scale, had the shutter angle. I'll do it for you guys in person. Let's delete it. Transform. This is one of my favorite go-to just zoom type effects. I'm gonna take I'll leave it on. I have the turn that shutter angle. It can go all the way up to 360. Then you're gonna click both these right here. Then I'm gonna go crazy. I'm gonna go up to like 250. And then I'm gonna start up in his hair. I'm not gonna start in his hair. My computer's freezing up on me. But you can start wherever you want. And then I'm just gonna move forward some frames. I'm gonna reset it back to the beginning. And then, so you can watch it through, but what I like to do is change this to auto. I don't know how to pronounce that. And basically what that does, it doesn't make it like a hard stop. It kind of smooths it out a little bit. Basically, it's almost like a speed ramp, I guess I would call it. Cool. The way I did this effect right here, I'll probably have to do another tutorial on this, but it's real simple. This is a plugin in After Effects by Motion Bro. They're really dope. They have a sick transition pack. I'll probably make another video on that in the future. It's a really cool pack though. You can do all sorts of transitions. I think it even comes with sound effects. It's really cool. I'll link them below. I'll see if I can get an affiliate link from them too, because I really do like their product. It was really easy to pull off this transition. I'm gonna do a bunch of more stuff with that. You guys might have already heard of it, but if you haven't, check out Motion Bro. Those simple flashes right there, how I did those, I literally just did a few cuts. That's like my favorite way to do transition to. Linear dodge add, boom boom, and then we're back to the original clip. And the gimbal I used on this was the Zion Crane 2. This effect right here was just the chromatic aberration, transform to make it spin, and then we have the mirror at -90, so it's at 0. Show you what it looks like. Looks like nothing. -90. Boom. And then if you want to play with it, you just play with these. I'm going to make another video talking about the color, so I'm going to link that one below as well. If you guys found this video helpful, or if I missed anything, make sure to comment below. Make sure to check out the podcast I just started, Wolf Talk. And yeah, that's pretty much it. I'm Tyler Casey. I'll catch you guys next time. Thanks for watching.